You already know Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire, buried his children, and outlived a plague. What kept him up at night, pen in hand, wasn't any of that. It was a man he could never live up to. And it wasn't a rival. It was his own father. By the time Marcus Aurelius sat down to write what we now call Meditations, he had nothing left to prove to Rome. He'd survived war on the Danube frontier. He'd survived a plague that killed 1/10 of his empire. He'd survived betrayal by a general he trusted with his own army. And yet, in the very first pages of that private notebook, he makes a list, not of victories, of debts. Person after person he says he owes something to, and longer than any other entry, a section on the man who adopted him and made him emperor, Antoninus Pius. Marcus writes about Antoninus's patience, his refusal to be swayed by flattery, his fairness to friends and enemies alike. Read closely, it doesn't sound like admiration. It sounds like a man measuring himself against a ruler he suspects he'll never equal, and quietly failing the test in his own mind, years after the man is dead. Epictetus lived the same pattern from the opposite direction. Enslaved for much of his life, watching men born into freedom inherit a status he could never inherit no matter how disciplined he became. Here's the actual mechanism, more precise than comparison is the thief of joy. Epictetus opens his entire teaching with one division. Some things are up to you, some things are not. Your judgments, your effort, your character, up to you. Other people's wealth, bodies, reputations, timelines, never up to you. Comparison is what happens when you quietly move something from the second list to the first, and hand a stranger the pen that writes your self-assessment. Epictetus makes it almost mathematically blunt, saying, I have more money than you, therefore I am better than you is a category error. The same as saying, my lamp burns brighter than yours, therefore I am a better person. The claim is obviously absurd with a lamp. It's identical with a house, a job title, or a follower count. You've just gotten used to not noticing. Seneca adds the cost. Every minute spent comparing your unfinished chapter to someone else's highlight reel is a minute spent from the one resource that can't be refunded. He watched Roman senators chase rank against each other for decades, only to die at the same rate, into the same ground, as men who never chased anything at all. 3 moves, if you want to use this instead of just admiring it. First, catch the transfer. The instant that familiar drop hits, name what you just imported from the not up to you list. Second, the view from above. Zoom out from the specific comparison to the scale of the whole earth, all of humanity and time, to shrink the perceived stakes of the comparison. Third, the one Marcus actually lived. Replace the external benchmark with an internal one. He didn't stop being shaped by Antoninus by pretending he didn't matter. He stopped comparing his current chapter to Antoninus's finished book, and asked a narrower question every night. Not did I match him, but did I use today the way he would have? Marcus Aurelius never beat Antoninus Pius. He never tried to, once he understood the game was rigged from the start. A dead man's finished record against a living man's unfinished one. He won something else instead. The moment you stop measuring your rough draft against someone else's final cut is the moment you start writing something worth measuring at all.